It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
This one, I felt a little guilty for picking on this one. Lottery tickets.
Oh, don't say it ain't so.
So here's what you need to know. Bo and I are both from the state of Georgia.
That's right.
Hope, baby.
Hope.
I mean, you want to get somebody excited in the state of Georgia, ask them if they got Hope. Hope Scholarship, and it's been copied in other communities as well. And I think it's actually run into some financial issues in Georgia where they've limited it to a degree. But when I went through school, it came in. Now, it did not exist completely my entire 4 years. But y'all should know all of my tuition, a lot of my college was paid for through Hope Scholarship my junior and senior year. The official program observer is raising his hands because his college was also paid for.
Hope was
from
also a
Hope
large
Scholarship
contributor to mine
Did
as well.
it pay for yours as well? And it's the thing is, you kept a good GPA in the state of Georgia. Lottery ticket sales paid for your college education. It didn't even matter if your parents. What was funny, I knew guys in college that their parents, it's not means tested, meaning the parents were rocking and rolling. Still on Hope. Right. And that's, in some ways that's really cool because, it just means you as a student have to be really good with your money. But the thing is, it was funded through lottery tickets.
And so what I'm sitting here thinking is, wow, if the lottery can support that many student, it must have a whole lot of money running through it, right?
It does have and so the first thing you hear is, okay, it's a tax on the poor. So I want to dig deeper. Sure. I want you guys to be educated so that when you're talking to your peers, you know some data. So what does the typical lottery purchaser look like? They actually have income between $36,000 to $89,999. So it's actually a bigger population. That's the biggest group of lottery buyers is between $36,000 and a little under $90,000. So you see that and you're like, that's not that bad. But here's why it is a tax on the poor. Because listen to this stat. Those in the bottom fifth of income spent the most on lottery tickets. They averaged spending $433 a year versus the other subsectors were $193 a year. Wow. So you see that? That's a hope and a dream on a lottery ticket. Mm-hmm. But here's the part that I think that they're not aware of. One of my favorite exercises when I was in high school math, I still remember this. I had Coach Boyd, and I think it was was it my sophomore year or junior year, trigonometry. We did the calculation of the lottery in trigonometry. We actually went through the exponents and figured out what the odds were. And I went, and fortunately you have Google now where you can just type it in. If you want to know what the sobering stat is of what's your chance of winning Powerball, it's 1 in 292 million. Guys, that's about the population for the United States. So, I mean,
that's right. It's like 300 million.
I mean, you think about that. If you think about NBA quality talent or Major League Baseball, we talk about how really
rare that is.
That rare it is to be that level of talent that you can play professional sports. We think of how rare it is to get hit by lightning. Mm-hmm. And then you see the stat of 1 in 292 million is your odds of winning Powerball. Guys, lottery is not a retirement plan.
That's right.
It just is not something you want to do. If your annual expenditures is more than $20 for lottery tickets, you're spending too much. I will tell you how I do lottery tickets. And remember, I don't think they'll ever get their money out of me because I got the Hope Scholarship paid for my college. Whenever that Powerball gets up really big, we'll do a pool or something.
Sure.
Put $1 in there or $2. I can't remember what Powerball costs. That's how little I do. I couldn't remember if it was $1 or $2. But I use it as just kind of a dream. What would you do? Would you come back to work? Would you go take a trip around the world? It's fun to daydream. You can get $1 or $2 worth of entertainment of what is. It's kind of a really excessive way to do vision planning of what would you do if you came into a windfall. But that's it. Don't do any. You're not doing this every day to try to cover your retirement. I was always amazed. I worked at Delta in college. I was on the ramp doing luggage and stuff one of the summers. And I was amazed at how many people were paying the pick threes and all the different lotteries. I think they really were looking at this as their retirement plan.
I think I glazed over this a little bit in the show notes, but that stat that those in the bottom fifth of income earners spent $433 a year on average in the lottery. I'm just sitting here thinking about, man, if they could just go listen to our Wealth by the Generations episode. And if instead of taking that $433 and going to buy lottery tickets, you just took that and bought the S&P 500 every single year, $433.
Target retirement fund.
Target retirement fund. And you just did that. it's amazing what that can do over a working career. It's amazing what that can do over the long term. So we think that the money guy way to avoid getting ripped off is to, instead of waiting to win the lottery, start letting your army of dollar bills work for you. And you're going to have that lottery-esque retirement where you can do the things you want to do, when you want to do them, the way that you want to do them, without having to get lucky. Dedication and hard work can get you there, and that's a much, much, much higher probability outcome than playing the pick three.